Jeff, 91. You got it.
All right. Oh, nice. Organized in here. Nice dash arrangement. What do you think of the V? Like it?
I do like it, yeah.
Pretty cool.
I think it's a good looking car.
You can be honest, not just because we're on camera.
No, it's a nice wedge shape. I like that.
I love the shape of it, man. I couldn't believe it when I first saw it. It just reminded me of the coolest concept car I've ever seen, you know? And they've just kept it the same. They never rounded it off. Mm-hmm. I love that square edge, sharp, razor sharp. All right,
it's interesting to watch how we went from really round shapes.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're kind of getting back into these knife edge, body panels. It's nice.
Yeah. So we'll just wait at the base of the tower here. We'll get a nice little interval, and then we'll head on out.
All right.
Nobody's allowed to just pass you openly out here without calling me first on the radio.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen guys waving.
Yeah, and then what happens is we point those people by, so you don't even have to take your hands off the steering wheel or even look behind you at any point. That's why I've got the mirror. It's best that you try not to ever look at them for learning purposes. Mm-hmm. It'll be very hard to drive the track in front of you if we're looking at them, you know what I mean? Yeah. And when they make that apex, we'll go. And go ahead. We're good to go. All right, so we'll just follow this pit out lane. It'll lead us right up to this left-hand hairpin that drops away at the exit. We'll have some fun. All right, so we'll stay nice and smooth with the controls. We'll bend it in, make our first apex happen. Very nice. We get a little closer to the apexes. It's okay if you might even wanted to touch the curb just a tiny bit. Oop. Brake on a little bit. Push the brake. Push the brake. Need to take some speed off. So the first one, if the first one gets kind of out of whack a little bit, it throws off the whole thing. Yeah. As we found, we made that work though. That's good. Get ready for the braking. We want about a 3-pedal. Brake, brake, brake. Oop. I mean, too late to the brakes there. It's all right. Next time we'll get it. Don't need the brakes yet. We'll stay on a little bit of throttle here. And off power just a little bit, and then back on to a subtle amount of throttle. Keep it over to the right before we flick it left. There you go. That was nice. We'll stay far right, getting set up for this kink. And we'll stay on power down the hill.
Leave it on the automatic?
I went to automatic sport mode for us. We were just in basic automatic. Brake on. That's okay. It's perfect now. Alright, a little harder initial hit to the brake. Remember the attack to the pedal that I was using?
Yeah.
And you almost felt like you went into the belts each time. Yeah. I want you to try to do that same type of brake pressure. Okay, we're going to be on power here all the way up into our cones until we get to these 3-foot tall cones. And we'll lift it, we'll coast to the braking zone. Kind of gauge our speed a little bit here. Just hear me out. I'll call the braking. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, and brake. Nice. Good. Now you can start backing up that brake pressure. You came off just a tick too fast. Watch your understeer here. See how that works? So we want a slower rate of release off the brake. You can target the apex for the final release point off the brake. All right, have a look all the way through the corner here.
Driving the automatics, a really different feel for me.
You're used to the manuals? Alright, we've got a car in front of us to stay this distance. Hopefully we can get ourselves. Go ahead and pass them on the left. Copy 8, we're going by now.
Thank you.
Alright, lift and turn it in. Don't need the brake. Just go back to a little bit of power. Just 1% throttle. 1% throttle. And now when you know you're going to make the apex, you can start adding more power. When you know you're confident, you can, there you go. You don't need to track all the way out, but we do need to brake harder for this one here. Get ready for the brake. Get on the brake. Go ahead. Brake, brake, brake. Down to the apex. Power. Open your hands. Get to that track out. Remember, we want a big radius. And get ready for a brake. And brake on. There you go. Trail the brakes. Trail the brakes. Trail the brakes. Back to some power. Now we're going to track out. Look at that. Great corner. I barely helped you at all. Alright, we're going to stay on the power until we get to the braking zone. I'll call the brake to you. So we're just going to wait for the brake, wait for it, and brake on. There you go. A little bit more pressure, add some more brake, more brake, more brake. So we just needed a bigger bite of brake initially. Just a little bit bigger bite.
You
You notice how we missed that apex? That was the reason why. We just had a little bit too much entry speed.
I don't know if you saw those skid marks that go straight through there.
Yeah.
That was from the Ferrari Challenge series.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Little break there. Those guys get wild. So our angle, do you see our angle there, Scott?
Yeah.
What happens?
Shallow there.
What happens is you turned early at the beginning. Brake, 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 brake. Make your apex. Got to get down. There you go. Good. Soft brake. Apexes are your friend. You didn't know that, but they're your friend. Brake on. Now you got to brake for this one because we're going quicker, which just means you're getting faster. That's good. Brake a little, and then back to some throttle. Back to some throttle here. Good. Stay wide. It's just a bend to the left, but we're going to make that apex happen. Awesome. And track it out. You ready for a hard brake? And hard brake, level 8, let's say, you know. Add a little more pressure. We're just underneath where you want to be, man. You're almost there. Did you feel your understeer again?
Yep.
I'll tell you what, you made the apex, but you had a loss of front grip, which means you're doing a better job with your initial hit. You're almost there, but you still need a little bit more. We'll stay on power until we need to lift. Stay on power and lift. There you go. I'll call the braking to you. We'll wait for the braking. Just be patient, be patient. We want a big heavy brake. Ready? And brake. Good. Hold that pressure. Trail the brakes to the apex. Nice and slow. There it is. You feel how the momentum stayed constant?
Yeah.
We didn't lose a lot of momentum. 4 pedal, 3, brake on, brake off. Good, and we'll nail that one. Nice. Looking good, looking good. Just do a little trail brake here. And we're going to follow that 2 car. We're going to also be on our in-lap. All right, what do you think of that course, huh?
It's a fun course.
It's really fun.
A lot of turns.
It's amazing.
You've been on a lot of courses. How do you think this holds
This
up?
is the best track I've ever been on out of 42 different road courses.
That's what we've heard.
Yep, this is the best track I've ever had the privilege to walk on, to even be a part of. It's amazing. And let alone drive a car like this on it. You know, it's just amazing to me.
Yeah. Pretty lucky here.
Yeah, I can't believe it. It's like you got to pinch yourself every 2 seconds. Or you're just waiting for the fun police to show up. Like, no, just kidding. We weren't going to let you do that. But no, it's a great place. I mean, look at it. No expense was spared.
Oh.
That Armco is nicer than where I live.
Yeah.
The walls of my house are not as nice as the Armco. All right, so we're going to follow this 2 car, and we're going to leave it running so we keep the data retained on the cameras.
Sounds good.
And we'll just throw it in park. Perfect. All right.
Fantastic.
Excellent work, my friend. Good job.